How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to talk about a big trade we caught inside Team Bull Live Trading. Then I want to talk about a level from a watch list and why it worked. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to my channel, click that thumbs up button, and click that bell icon so you do not miss out on any of my upcoming videos. So let's get right into this recap. This was a textbook retest that we took. 4 different admins in Team Bull took this live trading. The team did amazing off this. So as you can see here off the opening candle, this is opening 5-minute candle. Then following, we had a nice push down, then a big red candle down. So when we have a move like that, we're already below this prior day close, so we're showing some weakness, right? So I said, okay, I want to see a retest of this area to enter for puts. This is a classic retest because what happens when we have these big moves down, a lot of orders get left behind. They don't get filled, big push down, it comes back up, retest that area of confluence, pre-market support, turn resistance. It comes back up and tests it. And that's where you want to take your entry for puts. You never want to chase these big red candles. Wait for a retest. I took my first ad here for puts and I added more when we pushed up this 406.1. So I had 2 ads, very nice position in this trade. And it did exactly what we wanted it to do. I was mostly out of my position around 30%. I left runners and my last sale was at this 405 or this 404.9, which was right at low a day. And that's exactly how you want to manage your trade. Your first push down, typically around 20-30% is where I trim first. Then I like to wait to low of day after the entry on a retest like this before I exit the trade or trim again. I will say that I did take 2 trims before we hit that, just because the contracts moved really well and I had a really good average off this entry here. Textbook execution would be, first trim around that 20-30%. You hold for a break below low a day or right at low a day for that next trim. And you would let your runners run until they stopped out, whatever your game plan was. Now, we talked about that trade. Now let's talk about the level that was on my watch list, the one I gave everyone during my pre-market live. That's right, I go live on Instagram every single morning. Start at roughly around 8 a.m. Eastern time. We go live. A lot of people join. Jada and GD come on, give their thoughts. I give you my exact game plan and levels every morning for free on there. So be sure to check that out. Now, this 404 was what I was watching. It lined up nicely with the SPX level 4050. For those that trade with me, you know I watch SPY, SPX, and ES all together. Okay, I trade based off their levels. I trade SPY 95 to 99% of the time. Now let me talk about how I would have executed this trade had I taken it. I did walk members through this trade. Told them exactly what I wanted to see. The only reason I didn't take it because I had a huge winning trade. I'm up big on this week, a very good week for me. I got a little excited on that first trade, so I had some emotions still going. So I said, I'm just going to set this one out. I do not want to give back profits because, more trading is not always better. For me, less trades are better. Focus on the best setups, your execution, and do not give back your profit. So again, we had that 404, 403.8 was my exact level because that was a previous low, right at a nice support, and at a nice support on SPX. So I said what I would do, we had some weakness. From yesterday we had weakness, today we have weakness. When I take a trade like this into weakness, even at these big supports, yeah, you can enter right at it, but the smart thing would be wait on some sign of reversal, right? Some 5-minute candle or maybe a 2-3 minute candle, whatever you trade. I watch the 5-minute mainly. Look for signs of reversal before entering when you have weakness like this, when you're trying to bounce. That's going to add to the probability. And a lot of members took this. I was still talking live when this happened on voice. I've seen some people make 30-40%. Beautiful trade. If they held here, I'm sure it's way above that now. But that's all I have for this video. I just want to say I appreciate you all for watching. All my subscribers, I appreciate you. And please be sure you have your notifications on so you don't miss out. And I will see you next time.